Good morning, Year 11s, or good afternoon, Year 11s, depends when you're watching this video. So today we're going to be looking at the excretory system. This is the first video of most likely 2 videos looking at the excretory system. Again, this video will go along with the organisms subtopic, so topic 3. Let's get started. So, first off, since we're looking at the excretory system, we should probably know why we need to excrete material and what excretion actually is. So we know in our body that there's lots of different metabolic reactions and they're taking place in every one of your cells. Almost all metabolic reactions create some sort of harmful substance that we need to remove from our body. Those substances we label as wastes. Any removal of waste from the body is classified as excretion. So, for example, 2 of the main wastes we have to remove, carbon dioxide and nitrogen-containing waste, so urea. They have to be removed from our body. Technically, feces is not considered to be waste. It's not produced by metabolic reactions. It's just the leftover substances that we actually put in our body and have all the useful nutrients pulled out, as we looked at in the last set of videos. Excretion, though, can refer to the removal of excess water and salts, while they're not really waste materials. If we already have too much in our body and we don't need them, they are technically waste because our body doesn't need them. Any organ that permits excretion or allows excretion to take place is known as an excretory organ. So that's just a little bit of a look of why we need to excrete and what excretion is. So now we have just a quick look at the excretory organs. Really only 2. You've got your kidneys and your bladder. And you have your full setup there with your kidneys, your renal arteries, your renal veins, your ureter, etc., and urethra. Aorta is not really part of the excretory system, but blood plays a very big role in excretion, so that is important. Technically, our lungs could be classified as part of the excretory organ because they are helping to excrete carbon dioxide from our body as well, but not part of the labeled diagram. So, excretory system. Let's talk about the excretory system. It's located in the region of the body called the abdominal cavity, and it's found just below the diaphragm of the lungs. So you've got your lungs, diaphragm, and then underneath that you've got your excretory system. It all starts through blood flowing into your kidney through an artery called the renal artery. Then blood will flow out of the kidney through a vein called the renal vein. Now, we haven't talked about the circulatory system yet. We will talk about that soon. But arteries always take blood away from the heart, artery A, and veins always bring blood back to the heart, and you can think of the V as an arrow pointing to the heart. So the renal artery is bringing blood from the heart to the kidneys, and the renal vein is taking blood from the kidneys back to the heart. The kidney produces urine. That's the part of our body that's producing urine, so therefore helps to remove nitrogen-based waste. It also helps to maintain the balance of salts in our body. The ureter transports urine from the kidneys to the bladder, and the bladder will then store the urine until it's excreted. Finally, the last step of wastes that they'll go through is the urethra will connect, which comes from the bladder. The urethra will transport the urine out of the body through urination. So most excretion is technically urination. Remember, we're not counting defecation as a type of excretion. Now, why is the kidney the big part of the excretory system? Well, the kidney contains nephrons, which we're going to look at in the next video. And nephrons are one of our exchange surface organs, materials. And that is where most of the excretion is actually going to start to take place. So that's where we're going to pull out everything we don't need, or pull out the material from the blood that we do need, etc. We'll talk about the nephron in detail next video, but just know the reason the kidney is so important is because of the nephron.